Hi Virgo, welcome to the Animals Magic Shop. I'm Lisa with your weekly animal spirit message for May 2nd through May 9th. And this is a one-card reading, but your animal this week might have multiple messages for you. Okay, let's get started. Animal spirits and guides, what would you like Virgo to know? This is for Virgo, please. Oops. Okay, Virgo, you have Squirrel, and Squirrel's main message to all of you is to be prepared. Now, usually squirrels get prepared for the winter time, so whatever it is that you need to prepare for, you do have some time, at least until the end of the summer, beginning of fall. And this simply means to gather the things that you need to make your life a little bit more comfortable. So this is kind of the prepper's card or the Boy Scout card, and only you know what you might need to be prepared for, Virgo, or the things that you need. But normally that would be things such as food, clothing, water, shelter, home protection, tools to get whatever you need to get done. That could be tools literally, or perhaps more education or knowledge about something. It could be to prepare yourself for something emotionally or spiritually or physically. Maybe you need to get in better shape, do more exercise now that the spring has come, and a lot of us have been kind of hibernating in the house. Now, squirrel also is a very active animal, as everybody knows who has observed them in their natural habitat. So another message from squirrel, aside from being prepared, Virgo, is to try to contain your focus more on one thing this week rather than on multitasking. And you know, squirrels really are a high energy animal, and they tend to get distracted easily and, you know, do a lot of multitasking, and they're always active and they're always kind of on the run and bouncing around. And so that could be part of your message, Virgo, is to be a little bit less spread out in your activities or your focus, and just concentrate on accomplishing one thing this week, Virgo. Now, another message from squirrel for some of you could be having to do with a safe place to put your gatherings. Now, that could be literally your gatherings as far as the food, clothing, water, shelter, and also it could have to do with your finances. You know, things in the US at least, and throughout the world too, are kind of unstable at the moment as far as banking goes and finances go. A lot of people are short on money. Their money isn't bringing as much to them as it used to as far as purchasing power goes. So having a safe place to, say, for instance, put your finances might involve investing in things other than the traditional stocks or bonds or retirement funds, or, you know, just sticking your money in the cash and having it really not do anything for you while it's decreasing in value. You know, so it could mean putting your extra money, if you have any, into more tangible goods that you can hold in your hand that will serve you in your day-to-day life. For instance, well, a lot of people are investing in alternate means of heating their homes, or alternate sources for water. I know somebody got a water pump for their well that they could use manually. Some people are investing in solar units that maybe don't power their whole house, but they could charge their cell phone with, or their computer, or maybe keep their refrigerator running, or different things like that, so they are less dependent on the grid, the electrical power companies. Maybe they are doing a little bit more off-grid to save a little bit of money. So things like that could be beneficial ways to better utilize your finances. If you do have a lot of extra, or even a little bit extra in the bank, you could invest in food, you could invest in repairs on your home, more insulation to keep your house warmer, perhaps like a wood stove that you could use in the wintertime to supplement your heating. So different things like that are what's coming to mind as far as having a safe place to put your gatherings, material ones. Now, as far as emotional gatherings, a squirrel teaches that you need a safe place to store your emotions too, and a place where you can feel emotionally safe. And squirrels' medicine teaches that, and this may come as a surprise to some of you, that the best place to put your emotions is in an untroubled heart. So in other words, try to work on your own personal peace, your own personal serenity. Breathe. Give yourself a break once in a while. Don't get yourself overstressed. Don't overload yourself with the doings of the outside world. Focus on doing some things that you like to kind of break up the monotony of the chores and the have-to-dos. And be good to yourself, nurture yourself, and get enough sleep. And perhaps if you're a spiritual person, you can strengthen your connection in that way and receive wisdom and guidance and reassurance and a little hope from means of a spiritual practice. So it's kind of a lot that comes from Squirrel, Virgo, but basically it's to be prepared for perhaps hard times, for guaranteed cold times in the winter anyway, maybe times of scarcity. Squirrels always store a lot of nuts when they are available, and they also bury them in all different places. So this too tells you not to put all your eggs in one basket, because if Squirrel forgets where a couple of his nuts are, or loses a couple of them, maybe another squirrel steals them, or a chipmunk, or maybe the bad weather will bury some of them or wash some of them away. So again, like Squirrel, don't put all your eggs in one basket, Virgo, and kind of spread out your resources in different locations. And that could be not so much literally as more figuratively speaking, you know. And to use banking as another example, you know, if you have, say, $2,000 in savings in one place, maybe you could split that up into a couple of different places, or maybe you could take some of it out and stash it at home. You could also do it the old-fashioned way and take a coffee can and bury it someplace on your property, and, you know, that would be your place for a little something to help you out if needed for a rainy day. Okay, so those are your messages from Squirrel, Virgo. We thank you very much for being here. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Bye.